towards A, but soulcas already with some scouting information. It's going to spot a lot of this. Jamppi there as well. Into the setup they go. Link with the double. And with that said, it's going to be a tough recovery here now for Crew, as Liquids have plenty of time to rotate and push around the map. They've got all the information. And you can see Crew, they're going to have to just force the issue. There's not really a good answer in this situation.
Yeah. This is just a great start, right? Look at soulcas. He actually bought 3 guided lights at the beginning, sacrificing the armor and sacrificing the trailblazers so they could actually give a raid boss to Jamppi with that frenzy to get the first opening blood. With that, they get control of the map, but it's still a big flank from Scream. So a 3-on-1, unfortunately, as Crew weren't watching their backs.
Very nice. Scream. I mean, if you are a...
And you see those guided lights coming out from the minimap to get info.
Well, there it is. The judge comes to play, and that's the Prime Gaming flawless in the bag there for Liquid.
But Jamppi's on that flank. They have a lot of utility to watch at the same time, but here comes a push in from spawn side.
And looking at quite hard for here at the moment, down to a 3 versus 1. After all said and done, Liquid fall. It's a good attempt, but Crew, man, I'm really impressed here. Just that, as you said, that one opening. This
truly see towards mid that was set up by Kryptix on that staircase, and now it could be a wall that helps out on these crosses towards the A side. But what an opening there from Klaus.
30 seconds.
Yeah, looking really good hit. Scream at the back of the site. Oh, fantastic work from Scream. And it doesn't seem like there's all that much left here in terms of firepower for Crew to take this site. The NJ with a nice position up in heaven, able to find Kryptix. But he is the last man standing now, B&J. 10 seconds to go. The pressure is really on in this situation. It's just not enough time for that one, and soulcas will take him down. Really nicely, I mean, you're really seeing the value of Sky, I feel like, in screens. And now Crew are going to collapse onto the site. Oh. Link able to defend from elbow. Huge defense there from Link, able to hold backside control for the time being. soulcas now reinforcing and getting the kills as well. Liquid doing everything they need to hold onto this position. 10 seconds to try to plant this spike. There's surely not enough time here, and in fact, that's going to be a wrap. Liquid defend, really fast response.
That you have on the Blade Storm, it comes back and swings back in the favor of the defense.
Yeah, quick trade there towards A, and should be helpful. Trailblazer sent forward by soulcas. There goes, oh my god, it's soulcas! My goodness gracious me! Absolutely denying everything from Crew. It looked perfect for them, but soulcas hitting 3 insane shots completely turns this one on its head, and that's going to destroy the round for Crew. Oh, it really felt like they hit a good timing there. Right now, it's a difficult spot for Crew. They do have some forward positioning. In fact, they're actually going to force the issue here, able to take control of heaven as well. In comes soulcas once again. Out go the flashes. Turning the corner. It's not going to work out for him this time. And Crew are actually holding onto some position here, but they don't have the site just yet. Res comes up, bold stuff. The bait works, though, because Kryptix goes down on the swing, and now huge advantage. And there's a res coming through from Scream as well. Oh no, into Jamppi, into the crosshair. Just sitting here, ready and waiting. Dash, oh good, with Scream as well to clean it up for the 3K. Oh my god, what is that? Go back and forth. Huge aggression here on A main, trying to fight for this early control, and Scream running backwards and spraying, finding the frags. 2 down now for our Crew, right at the offset of this round. Ooh,
they read that perfectly.
It really did. This looks very desperate now, Vansili.
Yeah, I mean, you can try anything you want so far for a Crew, breaking that wall, getting the flash out at the same time. Like, the timeout was like, hey, we just have to try to explode. They were trying to throw the paranoia into A main, and if they could break that wall for Crew and catch them off guard, perfect. But then a self wall that comes out from Scream, you have a flash that comes out from soulcas that was already posted there, by the way, when it's always lurking towards that mid side. They were just ready for it.
It could be A or B as far as Liquid are concerned. Really smart stuff from Crew. Jamppi will whip that one. That will give an opportunity here now for Crew as they make their way forward. Bladestorm comes out from Jamppi as well. Time is of the essence here. They can't afford for anything to go wrong here, but everything is going wrong. Kryptix with a double, and it might just get worse a bit. No, Crew able to try to convert this one here with a plant off of the back of those 2 kills from B&J. Out comes the Showstopper as well to try to delay things. Liquid will have to wait surely, and there's that res. 3v3 after plant now for Crew. Oh, orbital strike comes through. That forces B&J into a fight that I don't think he was interested in. And now we get the lockdown coming through. So many ults, just the dive from Link onto that lockdown. Oh my goodness, and now Liquid with perhaps the last effort coming through from A main. There's Mazino with the defense. That one,
oh,
not
no.
the second is Scream, of course. And he's got time for this one. Scream has time off the back of those 2 kills. This guy is always reliable for Liquid.
But here comes another explosion into the A site.
There goes Crew straight in there. Link at the back of the site looking to defend. Oh my god, he's owning absolutely everybody so far. NagZ was drifting there, floating. You thought that might be the trick to get Crew into the site, but they're still stuck here. They've only got A main and a ramp control. That's all they have. Mazino's able to take down 1, but Scream to finish off the rest. A decisive first half here from Team Liquid for the first map in this best of 3. Doesn't even want to stop them. They know about Jamppi too, so it's quite awkward. They're going to try to crunch on him, and well, he's going to go down, but it did waste a lot of time. So there is that. Scream, the frenzy. And here goes Link to kind of body block this one and take those first engagements. Link and Scream doing the damage there to hold on to a ramp control. Still though, Crew in with a chance here. The time is starting to tick away pretty quickly. There they go, making their way forward now from Heaven. Just jumping straight onto the defuse. Is it going to be a stick here? Now NagZ comes off of it. soulcas removes him forcibly. Oh, B&J, that's so close, isn't it?
30 seconds left.
I was actually surprised with that one too, doing a lot of audio calls, but here's a push towards spawn side. Delzik has to come up huge.
And soulcas will take down Delzik. NagZ with the Guardian is going to be tough to hold off a lot of players at once with that one. Unable to get almost anything with it. 10 seconds to plant the spike. It's getting quite desperate here on time. There goes the spike on the ground. B&J, he's not in a position to deny it. He's got no HP. The classic has to come out. And Liquid, it's a slow bleed in that round, but a 13-2 finish it will be for them as they take down Crew on map 1 in this best of 3 series in this lower bracket matchup. The counter coming through with a cloud burst, and Scream goes straight into it. Out he goes to try to see if he can find any of these opponents who are coming onto the site now. Crew trying to get something going here, but it is simply too much to deal with as Liquid take it home for map 1. Sorry, map 1.
And maybe even cancel any type of kit you're trying to do.
Well, that aggression has been completely dealt with. Not too much left in the tank here on this eco round for Crew. Just a couple pistols.
I think there was a paranoia invested at the same time too, right, from Delzik, so they were trying to go for this type of like smoke entrance. Very old school at the same time too, but sometimes when you try to play these old school plays and it's been a while since it's been used, it can catch your opponents off guard. Just unfortunately, you're playing against Jamppi's Judge, who adds up another triple.
It is an amusing point actually, like the fact that you can say old school setup when the game's been out only a year. It just really speaks to how quickly the meta moves in Valorant compared to other games. The amount of like metas that we have had already is just kind of astounding.
Just on the stage itself right now, right? As the meta evolves, but it's still very semi-different from region to region, so it's still very interesting. It's still very fun to watch how this all unravels.
On the Team Liquid. Again, working with a Judge, a few Spectres, and a Ghost. So it'll be a huge round for them to win if they're able to do so. That's a great first pickup, though, for Crew. That's Jamppi down. That's the Blaze Storm gone as well. soulcas ready with that recon darts. And in goes the paranoia as Crew try to charge this A site down. Link's actually made his way back through the smoke there on the other side of the door and could have a nice little flank timing coming in here. Deals with Mazino, and that's going to cause problems right now because time is of the essence here. Link still creating a delay, still in this position. They have to stick it. I don't know if there's actually time for this one. It's going to be a close defuse here coming through for Crew, and they're going to make it work.
Wow.
Down to the... And indeed, they'll deal with Scream before soulcas can do anything about it. soulcas, though, through the smoke, able to find one. The trades are coming through, though. Crew looking pretty good on this retake. Time is a problem. We do get that lockdown coming in as well. That's going to send Link back further, deeper into A main. The TP comes through, and Crew are going to take him down to get the defuse in the bag. Beautiful retake. In fact, from the beginning of the round, Van Silly.
Exactly.
But the question is, can they hold it? There is no lockdown here for Klaus, for Crew. And with NagZ indeed on this flank, the amount of pressure on Liquid here is pretty huge. Oh, I love the move from NagZ as well. NagZ able to just rotate back around. Liquid have to worry about the flank.
Oh, yeah.
But he's able to reinforce this main push. And there it is, the swing onto the site. Beautiful stuff coming through here from Crew on this retake. Got to get all the kills, though. One player still left is soulcas. He has the Hunter's Fury. Is he going to pop it? Oh, Mazino's just sticking it. He is just sticking it. No fear at all. Beautiful stuff. soulcas is wondering what the hell just happened.
It was so close, too. I mean, he had the crosshair there. He just had the low bullets in the end and just runs out. Spectre.
Yeah, Crew have changed that setup completely, but we'll go more into that in a second.
Yep.
Ooh, nasty shot from Scream. Nails NagZ with that Sheriff. Klaus comes out to try to get these trade kills. B&J stuck in a very dangerous position, and Team Liquid doing a lot of damage here. They're looking very good. Velzik has to deliver from backside from Boathouse. Jamppi with the trade, though. Leaves it to Mazino here for Crew to save the day. Rez coming in. That's huge. Can he defend, though? Scary stuff. Hunter's Fury comes in from B&J, and it's just one player left. Kryptix creeps up the side, straight into B&J's crosshair. Crew saved the day there. That was a close one, though. To get that forward position, and he goes down. That's a huge kill from Crew as they look to hold this site. In fact, they've completely deflected Liquid. They can't make their way through the choke point. And at this point, they've been completely routed. I don't know what's left for them to do on this A site.
Yeah, you got to save now, I think, at this point. A 4 versus 2. I mean, you still have 40 seconds. If you're able to punish Crew that wants to overextend, they could maybe turn it around over for Team Liquid. But with that, I don't think it's going to happen. You already see here soulcas heading back towards the attacker spawn. Actually, with the Shrouded Step that comes back towards the A main, they could maybe meet up. But like you said, Dan, I feel that they read that perfectly for Crew Esports. This was a typical set play for Team Liquid. We've seen this before. It was the yellow drone coming out, fall behind it, have actually Jamppi try to dash into the side at the same time, and that blaze wall that comes out from Scream, Crew Esports. So he's doing a very good job at the same time to be able to read it out, and it's going to be NagZ with the first kill onto Jamppi as he was trying to dash into the site.
Such a huge kill to get, and look at how difficult it is now to get through onto the site. In fact, they can't really seem to do it. It's going to be with that wall from Phoenix, from Scream, to make it happen.
There it is.
There's the curveball through that wall, showing the value of Phoenix here. NagZ repositioning. And this is difficult here for Liquid. They're fairly spread out. They may be isolated from one another here. Scream is on site with Link. soulcas from A main has Hunter's Fury, so there's actually a lot to play with here.
Yeah.
The Liquids. Very tense. Oh, Scream with that one way. At this point, it's looking quite difficult. B&J with no shock darts remaining. That would be absolute money if he had some of those. But they're going to give it up.
Mazino's still holding towards Catwalk, though. He's looking to make it expensive. He could get some on the exit. There's the first. And there's a second.
Nice.
They did their job. They did their job. So despite losing a round, to still continue to make expensive for TL. As we said, they had pretty much a half buy coming through. They're trying to chase down the last player at the same time. Because you've won so many rounds here on the defense.
Yeah, it's a really good point. You know, I hadn't really thought about that too much. The Scream is not getting value in terms of creating space from that run it back. And in this half-buy situation that we're in right now, just a few sheriffs and this saved weapon from Scream. The Crew are looking pretty good. Taking down soulcas, so there's less numbers to worry about. Usually numbers is really where the strength is in rounds like this. The team that has less equipment. NagZ could be in a... Actually, no, he's got assistance on the side.
Yeah.
There it is. Klaus is at assistance. Oh, Kryptix will take him down. So some damage is being done here as Liquid pile into the side. It's looking a little bit scary here for NagZ because Scream is... He's got the rifle. Great timing there from NagZ. Really looking comfortable here. Oh, beautiful premium jet stuff from NagZ.
And you just see how he doesn't care. Like the canceled right away.
Back is gone again immediately. But there goes Jamppi now with the Blaze Storm. Oh, he's going to whip that one. Klaus with the punish. Scream trading things through, and it's looking pretty crazy right now. Crew, though, looking pretty good on this. Still, the spike has to be planted here for Link, and beautiful fragging there from Link. Oh, my goodness. From strength to strength. And Team Liquid, you know, this was looking like a pretty dire half. They actually managed to...
From Scream.
And here come the trades into the sights. Oh, it's looking good for Crew. 3 kills straight away for them. Spike planted as well. This will be tough for soulcas and Link, although 3 players are quite weak for Crew. You might as well give it a go on the pistol.
Here.
Revealing area.
There goes that recon for soulcas. Immediately dealt with. And it's looking quite difficult here. You know, soulcas, you can see he's worried about that push from A main. There's so many things to worry about. They're going to try to clear one position at a time together. And BNJ is doing exactly the correct move. It's making them run as far as possible. And now maybe... Oh, okay. BNJ's actually going to get a kill out of that. Surely not both of them. Indeed, Link's going to take him out.
And I'm okay with, okay, this is smart, because I was just saying, you don't have to chase him down. Right now, you could potentially give more money, more orbs for Link. At the same time, just let him die with the spike, just so that you don't give him the opportunity of getting from the shadows for information. I'll turn it up inside the site as well. And this, I'm okay with it as well if Liquid wants to let them die and go for exits. But for Crew, I don't mind them dying too, because it's a bonus round for them.
Uh-oh, the paranoia comes through. Oh, the hot hands as well. BNJ able to... Oh! That, but the headshots coming through from the Sheriffs. Oh my god. The timing on that one from Liquid was incredible.
There's definitely gonna... yeah, sorry, go ahead, Dan.
I was just going to say, it seemed like they each selected a different target and each landed the first bullet all at the same time. And they don't have time for this, making their way up through the window to try to find their way onto the site, trying to clear some kind of a path. The curveballs come in. It seems like Liquid have so much utility here. 10 seconds to plant the spike. Time is a problem right now. Crew are still trying to get their way onto the site. soulcas denies the spike plant. A second kill.
My God.
Every kill there from Liquid right at the end.
And that's where, Dan, it shows where it's a series of unfortunate events, because
right click, that's what he needed to land. And that's the most dangerous player out of the round, effectively.
Yep. Just off straight utility, right? It was a Blade Storm that was there, and whoop, okay. The Frenzy's gonna help a bit.
Oh wow, he actually dinked up Link as well. But yes, it is just a save round here from Crew, so not too much going their way. Quick 180 there. And there we go. 8 to 9 is Liquids.
There you go.
There it is. You called it, and are they able to trade off of that? Looks like they will. 2 kills going the way of Liquid. Mazino able to trade 1 back, though, as will BNJ. So it's pretty even here. The spike still ticking away. Jamppi finally activated in B main as he tries to swing on through. And it's up to Mazino now. Swinging across. Jamppi's there, and Jamppi will take him down. And there's just enough time to get this defuse in. Oh, it's so close, though. Oh, so close. Liquid secure it, and they tie up the score 9 to 9. And again, if you are just joining us here, this lower bracket match, Crew are fighting for their tournament life. That's going to connect the screen. Beautiful stuff here. Link, though, takes down NagZ. Amazing stuff here so far from Liquid, deflecting this attack. Scream is tapping their heads. That's what he does. That's who he is. And that's Liquid with the 10th round now on the board as they deflect that contact through that smoke.
Behind. Somebody's going to have to force a hand. It's going to have to be potentially Jamppi peeking out on this catwalk or playing it close. If not, it's just going to be very hard for the defenders to hold and even to retake after that. And it seems to be the latter. They're going to force the hand right now for the attackers into the site, but these nano swarms are going to be huge.
Oh no, Team Liquid doing a fantastic job to deny this one. Klaus is on another level though, takes down Kryptix, giving just enough space for delzik to win the fight against soulcas for the spike plant. 2 versus 2 as Jamppi and Link come in to try to retake this one. Jamppi's going to go down. Klaus again is having such an incredible game. What a display of skill so far. Link with the next challenge here, but against 2 players. Looking for the trade. He's baits it out. Link!
My God.
That's incredible there from Link. Look at Scream go. Run it back straight through Gelato into top mid to get the information. And Crew, they are long gone.
Yep,
they are
no
long
choice.
gone. And here goes Kryptix, able to find the spike. The second kill comes his way. That's not a bad result. Oof, soulcas able to find that one. That's a huge, huge pickup.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's spiked down at the same time too.
Yeah.
They have still the Killjoy utility on the B side. This is such a great hold for Team Liquid.
And there's Thunder's Fury to deny the lockdown. Jamppi pulls out the blades as well, looking for the moment to go. But already Liquid are in a great position. Jamppi actually gets detained. In fact, 2 players from Liquid are detained. Kryptix backside. Can he get out of this in time? Are they going to find him? Yes, they'll get him. They won't take down Jamppi, but with that detain, they have the site under control. B&J in a critically important position. Jamppi leaps through with the blades. And there it is, straight in the face. Delzik goes down. Jamppi with the defuse. Liquid have locked it in. A 2-0 victory against Crew, eliminating them here from this tournament from Masters to Reykjavik.